Okay, step one, get yourself a beer because you might need it. So once I plug it in, I'm going to turn my heat press on here and you'll see this little screen. You have the option to change the temperature here and the time, how long it's going to be pressed here. Make sure that your heat press is set to Fahrenheit, degrees Fahrenheit, because if you do Celsius, then you can burn the plastic. Mine already came on Fahrenheit, and hopefully yours will too. If it's not, then let me know. For the temperature, you want to get this set up to 305. So you change that by clicking temperature and you use your up and down arrows to get to 305. Once you're at your desired temp, you press temp again and it'll warm up, kind of like an oven. With time, with most heat to transfer vinyl, it'll press and be complete at 10 seconds. So you change that by pressing time, going up or down to get to 10, and then press time again. It's gonna heat up to 305, so you're just gonna leave it. It takes about 10 minutes to get to 305, so you just kind of let it sit in a safe area. So the text that I am going to add to my shirt says "Tired as a Mother," and I'm gonna use a hot pink heat to transfer vinyl. Before sending this to the silhouette, you have to flip it to read basically backwards, and the reason why that is because of the way that you put your vinyl into the cutter and the way that the transfer tape works with the heat to transfer vinyl. So the way you do that is you right click on your text and you flip horizontally, and then it'll read backwards. Once you do that, then it's ready to print. Unlike regular vinyl where you think that you would cut on the shiny side, you're actually going to cut on the typically dull side. So you're going to put that face down, shiny side down, set that ready to go on your mat, and load it up. When you go to cut settings, you need to make sure that you click on Heat to Transfer Smooth, which is down in your material type. Heat to Transfer Smooth. And if you'll see here, it gives you the preferred settings. I always use the ratchet blade, but this shows you your preferred settings for the heat to transfer vinyl. But I found this little graphic on Pinterest, and it shows you exactly what you need to set your speed, thickness, and blade to. So since we're using Easy Weed heat to transfer vinyl, and that's probably that's the most common and popular type of heat to transfer vinyl. So make your speed to 7, your thickness to 5, and your blade to 2. Okay, so all my settings are ready to go for the heat to transfer vinyl. My font is backwards, and once I'm ready to go, I press send to silhouette. Okay, so my cut is done, and now it's time to weed out my words. Okay, so I'm going to weed out the negative space. And I'm just going to peel in the corner to grab it. What's interesting about the heat to transfer vinyl is that it's a little bit more it has more of an elasticity feeling to it. It's very different than the vinyl. And once you peel it off, it's not sticky. So we're just going to peel this out. Okay, so now I have weeded out my saying. It took me about 10 minutes to weed everything out. And all that's left is this sticky plastic. And this is what's going to stick to the shirt. And now you can see why we flipped it backwards, because now the font reads correctly. Here's the shirt that I'm going to press. And I just use my sticky part of my vinyl to help me line up exactly where I want it. And if I don't like my placement, then I can easily just peel it back up and stick it back down. So that looks pretty straight to me. Okay, so if you look at my screen, it says 305. My heat press is ready to go. Your heat press should have come with one of these little sheets. I think they call it Teflon. Next, I'm gonna lay the part of the shirt that I'm going to press down onto the platform. I'm gonna use my sheet protector and just lay it on top. Now, if I were doing 2 different colors right now, I would press this for only 3 to 4 seconds, pick it back up, do my next layer, press that for 3 to 4 seconds, and then your final layer you would do 3-4 seconds. And the reason why that is because you don't want to ruin your previous vinyl that you've laid down. But because I'm only doing 1 layer, I'm going to let the press run for the entire time of 10 seconds. So I'm going to take this and press it down all the way down until it locks. And the timer is counting down, and when it's ready, it'll beep at me. And I open it up, remove the Teflon, let it cool off for a second. And then when it's cooled off, you just take the clear piece off. And there it is.
What's it say?
Tired as a mother.